rough patch of the season over in League 2 for Wrexham continues as they drop out the top three and into the playoffs. Who's going to take advantage this midweek in a double match week? We're going to take a little look at next. Today we take a look at Matchday number, I think, 32, 33, something like that, and we'll get to it in just a second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for League 2 continues right here over at Blackburn Rovers Seas. That's right. The playoffs start to look very, very interesting over in League 2 with the likes of MK Dons and Harrogate looking quite comfortable in the top 7 spots. But who will take advantage this week? We'll take a little look in a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if you're new, again, smash the old subscribe. Your one-stop shop for League 2, Blackburn Rovers and World Football is right bloody here. So let's get into the deep end then and, of course, have a little look at what we've been talking about this past weekend, should we say. So here we go. Recap of the results, my picks, your picks, all that kind of jazz. So here it is then, of course. It's a little bit skew-iff here, but Notts County, I do believe they picked up a loss against Gillingham, 3-1 loss there. I went with the 2-1 win the other way. Crew, they're up in the automatics at the moment into the top 3. 1-0 winners of a Crawley. I went with a 2-0 win, not too shabby on that one. Doncaster did beat Tranmere, 2-1 win. Too little too late, you think, for Doncaster on this one. I went with a draw as well. Morecambe picked up a 1-0 win over Sutton United. I went with a 2-1 win. Walsall with a loss to Newport County, who are on red hot form. They're closing in on the playoffs as well. 3-0 win over Walsall. I went with a 1-0 win. Mansfield Town 4-0 winners over Forest Green Rovers, of course, powering to second spot right now and looking comfortable in the automatics as well. Meanwhile, joining them, Stockport County are still leaders. 61 points for them at the top of the table. 3-1 winners over Grimsby. I went with a 2-0 win. Ain't too shabby. Harrogate also on a red hot to trot for 1-0 win over Colchester, 2-1 win in my eyes. Of course, they are in the top 7 right now. Of course, MK Dons against Stanley. That was a 2-1 win for MK Dons. I went with a 2-0 win myself on this one. Swindon Town and Salford 1-1 draw. Got the one spot on the nose, of course, so looking pretty good in my eyes. Wimbledon 2-0 winners over Barrow. I went with a 1-0 win. And Wrexham did lose to Bradford. I went with a 3-1 win. But let's just take a micro pause here and count up my points, because I think I did pretty spectacular myself. So we got the Crew one, we've got the Morecambe one, we got the Newport County, we got Mansfield, we got Stockport, we got Harrogate, we got MK Dons, we got Swindon, and we got Wimbledon. That, of course, is that's a niner. And listen, I don't want to brag, but I am. I'm going to brag because it's absolutely fantastic. So count. So remember that number. That is the magical number 999. Of course. Let's see the actual league table right now. Stockport County running away with it. 61 points on the charge right now. 57 are with Mansfield Town in second. Crew are in third. There's Barrow, Wrexham, MK Dons, and then Harrogate. Going down still is Sutton United and Forest Green Rovers, but you cannot rule out Grimsby or Colchester, who are still hanging on in there in the discussion as well. But what about the overall a little mini prediction league then, shall we? Let's jump into it. Remember, 9 was the magic number, and today 9 would have got you top spot, bitches. That's right. Ahead of Andy, ahead of Frosty, ahead of Swindon RV, and the rest of the pack. That's that this week. But what about the overall leaderboard? Well, what has changed at the top? Not much, to be honest with you. James EFC blah, 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 is top the charts with 139 points. Andy's in second, and Russell Frost in third in the table. That's, of course, the state of play. If you saw your name in there, please smash the old likes. But we can't wait because there are games coming at you right here, right now in a double match week starting on Valentine's Eve, which is Tuesday, the February the 13th. Of course, it's a stacked out fixture list, so let's get into it. Kick it all off with the top of the shop there. Stanley against Wimbledon over in Accrington. Now, these two sides have played to the 21 times. 2011 got 11 wins for Stanley, 5 for Wimbledon, 5 draws, of course, the biggest win for Stanley. 4-0 win, scoring 38 goals in 21 matches, 1.81 goals a game. Wimbledon, though, 5-1 win, their biggest, scoring 31 goals in 21 matches, 1.48 goals a game. 42% form are Wimbledon right now, just one defeat in the last 4, 8th for the table, 46 points on the board. Against the Stanley side on 42% form, also just one win in 5, though, 13% for 13th for the table, 42 points on the board as well. Last time around, though, over in Stanley, it was a 2-0 win for Wimbledon back in December 2021. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game since Accrington beat Wimbledon in Accrington back in February 2020. That was in League 1. The odds for this one, 70-10. 70-10 is your Stanley, 60-4 is your Wimbledon, 13-5 is the draw. It's a tight one here. Going to go with a 2-1 win there for Stanley at home. And of course, maybe get their season back on track and maybe a late push for the the playoffs as well. Barrow are well in the thick of things up against the Forest Green Rovers, who are well in the thick of things at the other end of the table. Of course, Locking Horns. The previous 19, though, since 2008 have resulted in 6 wins for Barrow, 6 wins for Forest Green, and 7 draws. Of course, the biggest win for Barrow, 4-0 win. They've actually got 29 goals in 19 matches, 1.53 goals a game. Of course, Forest Green, 4-0 win, their biggest, 27 goals in those 19 matches, 1.42 goals. Again, they are winless in 12, of course, 25% form for them over the last 6. They are 24th with 20 points on the board. Steve Cottrell at the helm at the moment. Meanwhile, Pete Wild and Barrow on 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. They are 4th with 53 points on the board as well. Last time around, in Barrow, it was a 4-0 win for Barrow, who picked up a 4-0 win last time around in April 2022. Back-to-back wins for Barrow over Forest Green, back-to-back clean sheets as well. Just 1 defeat in the last 5 against Forest Green heading into this one. The odds for this one, 10-7 on is your Barrow, 11-4 is the draw, 4-1 is your away win. I'm not going to go big here. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win, though, for Barrow to maintain their automatic dreams this campaign. Bradford up against MK Dons over at Valley Parade. Played each other 25 times in 1999. 12 wins for Bradford, 10 wins for MK. 3 draws. Of course, the biggest win for Bradford was a 4-1 win, scoring 47 goals in 25 matches, 1.88 goals a game on average. MK Dons, 4-1 win, the biggest, scoring 45 goals in 25 matches, 1.80 goals. And they've won 4 in the last 6 of MK Dons. They are 6th right now, 51 points on the board against the Bradford side, 58% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 14th with 40 points on the board, and of course are climbing up the table slowly but surely. 2-0 win last time around for Bradford at Valley Parade back in April 2018. That was in League 1, guys. But the odds for this one, we have Bradford 5-4 for the victory, 2-1 is your MK Dons, and 13-5 is the draw. Going again with the hosts here, 2-1 win. Bradford making a push. They're going for it here. Last season charge, or late season charge. Colchester United against Grimsby, a bit of a 6-pointer down the foot of the table. Played each other 15 times since 2003. 6 wins for Colchester, 5 for Grimsby, 4 draws, of course, the biggest win for Colchester. 2-0 win, scoring 19 goals in 15 matches, 1.27 goals a game. Grimsby, 2-0 win, the biggest, scoring 18 goals in 15 matches, 1.20 goals a game heading into this one. Without a win in 5 are Grimsby, 33% form for them right now, 21st with 29 points on the board against the Colchester side, 42% form for them right now, just 1 win in 6, 22nd in the table, 29 points on the board as well. Last round, though, over in Colchester, it was a 1-0 win for Grimsby back in September 2022. The home side's only won once at the last 6. That's when Colchester beat Grimsby in Colchester back in December 2020. But the odds here, 13-10 is your Colchester, 11-4 the draw, 9-5 your away win here. 6-pointer here, but only 1 point will be achieved from both sides as they end in a draw. 1-1 in my eyes. Kicking on forwards, Crawley. It's Walsall. It's come at you over in Crawley. Played each other 16 times in 2012. 4 wins for Crawley, 5 for Walsall. 7 draws, of course. The biggest win for Crawley, 1-0 win. Scoring 18 goals in those 16 matches, 1.13 goals a game. Walsall, though, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 23 goals in 16 matches, 1.44 goals a game on average. Walsall, though, winless in 5, 16 for the table, 38 points on the board. They are 33% form at the moment. Against the Crawley side, 33% form for them also. However, 4 defeats on the spin. They are 15th with 39 points on the board as well. Last time around, though, over in Crawley, it was a 0-0 draw. In fact, back-to-back draws between the two sides heading into this one. But of course, the bookies are going with Crawley, 13-8 for the victory, 31-20 is your Walsall, 30-5 is the draw here. I'm going with a 1-0 for Crawley on this one as well, getting back out of that rot and kicking on forward to get the season back on track. Gillingham against Swindon, coming at you over in Gillingham, played each other 21 times, 2006. We got 9 wins for the Gills, 5 for Swindon, of course 7 draws as well. The biggest win for Gillingham, 5-0 win, scoring 36 goals in 21 matches, 1.71 goals a game. Swindon, though, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 26 goals in 21 matches. We got 1.24 goals a game. They're on 33% form, are Swindon right now, just 1 win in 6, 17 for the table, 38 points on the board against Grimsby side, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They are 9th with 46 points on the board, just 1 defeat though in the last 5. Last time around, though, over in Gillingham, it was a 0-0 draw back in September 2022, and of course Gillingham are unbeaten against Swindon over the last 5, 3 wins and a couple of draws. But the odds for this one, we have Gillingham 5-4 for the victory. That's 5-4 on, 14-5 is the draw. 10-3 is of course your Swindon here. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the Gills, and they are in that playoff race, so don't rule them out just yet. Meanwhile, 2 teams in the promotion race is Mansfield in the automatics up against the Harrogate Town side, who are in the playoffs right now. Played each other 8 times in 2020, just 1 win for Mansfield, 6 for Harrogate, just 1 draw between the two sides. 4-1 win for Mansfield, the biggest, scoring 7 goals in those 8 matches, 0.88 goals a game. Harrogate, though, 3-0 win, the biggest, scoring 14 goals in 8 matches, 1.75 goals a game. On 83% form are Harrogate right now, 7th in the table, 47 points on the board, without a defeat in at least the last 6 games. Against a Mansfield Town side, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to, 2nd with 57 points on the board. Back-to-back wins for Mansfield heading into this one. But of course, course, the last time they played each other over in Mansfield, it was a 2-1 win for Harrogate back in September 2022. And of course, just one win for Mansfield against Harrogate over the last 6. But the odds for this one, Mansfield are favoured 5-2 on for the victory, 4-1. The draw, 11-2, is your Harrogate Town. It does smell like a draw with the form book right now, but I've got to back Mansfield because they are King Supremas right now and in the automatics. I think they will have enough in the tank to hold on for victory. Meanwhile, another team hot to trot right now is Newport County against Notts County, the bottom of the N counties. Played each other over in Wales. Now, these two sides have played each other 9 times since 2015. 4 for Newport, 4 for Notts County. 1 draw, of course, the biggest win for Newport County. 4-1 win, scoring 15 goals in 9 matches, 1.67 goals a game. Notts County, though, 3-0 win, the biggest, scoring 15 goals in 9 matches, 1.67 goals a game. Quite even Stevens across the board here, but Notts County are in ridiculously bad form without a win in 5, 33% form for them right now. 10th, of course, in the table, 44 points on the board. Up against 11th place Newport County, 43 points for them right now, 83% form for them, winning 5 of the last 6. Last time around, though, over in Wales, it was a 3-2 win for Newport County back in August 2018. That was in League 2, but the odds for this one, we have Newport County 7-4 for the victory, 13-10 is your Notts County, 14-5 is the draw. I'm back in Newport County to get a result here, at least a point, maybe more than that, but of course they are the team to stop right now. Salford against Doncaster, of course, bit of a charge here by Carl Robinson at the moment, up against the Doncaster side who never really got going this season. Played each other 3 times since 2022. 2 wins for Salford, 1 for Doncaster, 0 draws. Biggest win for Salford, 3-0 wins, scoring 7 goals in those 3 matches, 2.33 goals a game on average. Doncaster, though, the one and only win, 2-1 win, scoring 3 goals in total. That's a goal a game on average. On 42% form are Doncaster right now, 2 wins and the last 6. They are 20th, 32 points on the board against the Salford side, who are 19th, 35 points on the board. However, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games, 75% form for them at the moment. Last time around, in Salford, it was a 3-1 win for Salford back in March 2023. But the odds here, we have Salford 2017 on for the victory. They're red hot favourites, 14-5 the draw, 3-1 is your long shots, which of course Doncaster back in Salford here. Carl Robinson, good manager, should get a tune out of this Salford side. None the same. Stockport County up against Crewe, bit of a zing-zong affair. It is first up against third over in Stockport, bit of a local affair as well. Played each other 19 times in 1987. 10 wins for Stockport, 5 for Crewe, 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Stockport, 4-1 win, scoring 32 goals in 19 matches, 1.68 goals a game on average. Crewe, 2-0 win the biggest for them, 19 goals scored in 19 matches. That's a goal a game on average. They're on 75% form, are Crewe right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are third, 54 points on the board, up against the Stockport County side, who are top with 61 points, of course. 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Coming at you, last time around, though, over in Stockport was a 2-0 win for Stockport, who are unbeaten against Crewe over the last 3. A couple of wins and a draw to boot. The odds for this one, 2-1 on, is your Stockport here, 50-4 with the draw, 5-1 your long shots. It is Crewe. Back in Stockport, unfortunately, here. I'd like Crewe to keep their heat on, but I think they'll be a little bit too short in this game against Stockport County. Meanwhile, Sutton United in a bit of trouble up against the Wrexham side, well out of form right now. Played each other 12 times since 2013, 3 for Sutton, 5 for Wrexham, 4 draws, of course, the biggest win for Sutton. 3-0 win, scored 11 goals in 12 matches, 0.92 goals a game. Wrexham, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 17 goals in 12 matches, 1.42 goals a game. Wrexham, of course, 4 defeats on the spin right now, 33% form for them. They are 5th, 52 points on the board. Up against the Sutton United side, 33% form for them also, however. Haven't won in the last 9 games. 23rd on the table with just 22 points on the board. Last time around, though, over in Sutton, it was a 0-0 draw back in March 2021. That was in the National League. The odds for this one, we have Sutton 10-3 for the victory, 11-4 the draw, and 4-3 on is your Wrexham here. I think Wrexham are back to winning ways here. 2 win against the strugglers, Sutton United. However, a defeat for Wrexham in this one. Question marks will be raised, I think, for the coach to see if they, because I think in the position they're in right now, they are looking to get back-to-back promotions, and I think if they fall off the heat here, heads may roll, of course. And then wrap it up. It's Tranmere, it's Morecambe, it's in Tranmere. 12 times they played each other since 2006. 6 wins for Tranmere, 4 for Morecambe, 2 draws, of course. Biggest win for Tranmere, 5-1 win, scoring 18 goals in 12 matches, 1.50 goals a game. Morecambe, though, 1-0 win is the biggest for them. 12 goals scored in 12 matches as a goal a game on average. 58% form are Morecambe right now, just 1 defeat in the last 5. They are 12th with 43 points on the board. Against the Tranmere side, 42% form for them right now, just 1 win in 5. They are 18th with 37 points on the board, of course. Last time around, though, in Tranmere, it was a 2-1 win for Morecambe. That was in the League 2 playoffs back in May 2021. The last time they played each other in the league outright in a normal scenario, it was a 1-0 win for Morecambe as as well. So Morecambe just one defeat against Tranmere over the last 5 heading into this one. But the bookies have Tranmere in 2019 on for the victory. 11-4 is your Morecambe. 13-5 is, of course, the draw. Going to go with a 1-1 on this one, point apiece. And that, my friends, completes my pack. And if I'm right, of course, this is what the table will look like, or something along these lines. It'll be Stockport County, 64 points. Of course, Mansfield on second, Barrow are third, Wrexham keeping up the heat in fourth, Crewe, MK Dons, and then Gillingham, of course, going down, Sutton United and Forest Green. That's, of course, my take on it. Be sure to get your own take in it as well, with, of course, the Prediction League. And, of course, we look forward to seeing what you've got next time. Also, if you don't do the Prediction League, just drop them in the comments down below. Maybe we'll highlight the best of the rest next week. But until then, subscribe. Catch you later. But until then, be safe out there. And, of course, thumbs up.